All right, it says that I am live streaming. We will see if that in fact is true. Excited to hang out with you guys. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? Oh, John Corpin. Hey, it's showing me live comments too. This is awesome. Fantastic. Hey guys, welcome to day 2. I promised that I was going to go live for the next 3 or 4, maybe 5 days. I promised I would go live a couple of days this week and next week. Just getting back a little bit to my roots of doing what I love to do, which is providing value and getting some fresh content out there. And I'm really excited to do so because, man, I have completely been working really hard behind the scenes for months and months and months, completely rebuilding from the ground up my 8 Secrets course. I know that most of us still today, I hear rumors that what I was trained on 20 years ago is still the same basic garbage that is trained today, that there are no secrets to success in the insurance business. All you need to do is don't quit, talk to more people, and go to work every day. Duh. Like, that is absolutely true. You do have to go talk to people and you do have to get out of bed and go to work. But for those of you that are already doing that, you're busting your butt, and you're working your tail end off, trying to pursue your dreams, trying to build the business of your dreams, trying to make a bigger impact, trying to serve people. The truth of the matter is that there are secrets to success, and there's not just 1 or 2. In fact, when you learn them, there are exactly 8 secrets that will turn you into an insurance master, that will allow you to build the business of your dreams, get off of the roller coaster. Whew, how many of you have been on the roller coaster before? That, man, you have the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And when things are good, things are good. And when things suck, they suck. And this gets you off of that. So what I promised to do for the next several days, go live, provide some content out there, see if I can help some people out. I'm really excited about this particular 10-minute little masterclass. Is some numbers that you have never been told. The things that most sales trainers, most insurance hierarchies or sales coaches or whatever, they never talk about this stuff, ever. The reason that you get the advice of just go make more calls, don't quit, and work hard is for a couple of reasons. Number one, that's the advice that's been handed down for millennia at this point, literally for 30, 40, 50 years. And the reason for that is because nobody takes the time to actually have to figure out what does provide a legitimate roadmap to success. Because if they did, then for the most part, if you pay attention to who preaches that message the most, it's generally speaking the ones who are not in the field doing the sales. The people who preach that message are either cashing a nice big fat W-2 paycheck, or they're cashing big fat nice overrides based on what? Volume recruiting. So all they got to do is recruit a crap ton of people, put them through the machine of work harder, make more calls, and just don't quit. Because if enough of y'all do that, I will make a lot of money, and you MFers are either going to figure it out or you're not. Like, I'm gonna just give you the opportunity. My job is to just give opportunity, but I can't want it worse for you than you do. All this other stupid, lazy advice that is out there, y'all, there are specifically a few numbers that I'm going to share with you. And I want you to, maybe if you're watching this or you want to grab a pen, grab a notepad, I'm going to give you some numbers that you're going to need to know, because this will literally change your life. Here's kind of the 8 secrets in number format. Let me see if I can share my screen. Check this out. All right. So if any of you have ever been through my War on Profit challenge, and I get asked sometimes, like, why do you call it War on Profit? Like, don't we want profit? Yes, exactly. But War on Activity sounds sucky. So it's the War on Profit challenge because I am far too tired of too many agents working their butt off and getting told that lazy advice and not being able to turn their activity into sustainable, predictable, get off the roller coaster profit. And it's because, like, just look at my little War on Profit sheet right here, the table. It's really simple. When you think about sales, at what sales really is, it's turning leads into revenue. It's turning leads into prospects that turn into commission. It's taking prospects to profit in the shortest amount of time possible. Prospects to profit in the short amount of time possible. There are 8 secrets to do exactly that. So when most people operate really their pipeline from what I would call absolute scarcity. We go out, we generate some activity, we go some networking events, we go cold call, we go pound pavement, we go through power hours and power weeks and smile and dial and whatever else we do to generate a little activity so we can get some leads. And then we finally get the leads and we get some decision makers to say, yes, I'll agree to meet with you. And so we schedule a couple of appointments, then we go run those couple of appointments. We finally close a deal. And as soon as we close a deal, we turn into fulfillment. So we got to go educate the employees. We got to enroll everybody. We got to get servicing copies done and payroll deduction things done. Like we got all this work to do because we finally made a sale. Woohoo! And then we look up from fulfilling that new case or running that open enrollment or whatever, stage of the cycle you're in. And your freaking pipeline is yet dry again. And then so you feel like, dadgummit, I hate this. I got to start all over. And then we start all over. And in my experience, there are veteran agents who do that for years. Like the reason that turnover in our industry is so freaking high, like absurdly high, and it just feels like a revolving door, is because that's how the game is played. Recruit a ton of people, tell them don't quit, tell them make more calls, tell them people need this more now than ever. Some of them do go find a little success. They make just enough money to not quit and to hang on believing, man, if I hang on a little longer, I'm going to have open enrollments. If I hang on a little longer, I'll build my book of business. If I hang on a little longer, my renewals will start kicking in. And we kind of get, it's like where you're stuck in that. It's hell. You're making just enough where you're like, if I hang on a little longer, but you're nowhere near where you thought you could be, should be, would be, need to be. You're not making the impact you want to make. And then we start doing these stupid things where we start making excuses for ourselves. And we say, well, it's not really about the money anyway. I don't get into this business for money. I got into this business to help people. And well, congratulations. Like, I love that. I kind of went off on a tangent on that yesterday because the truth is the only people who say they're in this business just to help people, like, man, I hope that is true. You got to have a heart to want to help people to be in this business. It's too freaking difficult otherwise. But if the true heart was just to help people, you would be one of the top income earners in your entire geography. But like literally, if you're paid commission, the only way you get paid commission is to help more people. And when you help more people, you get paid more commission. And when you get paid more commission, it's because you help more people. And when you help more people, you end up getting paid more commission. And this beautiful up cycle happens. But what generally happens is we go do some activity, we get the crap beat out of us, we get told no, we run over and go ask for a little bit of coaching or some mentorship or some help, and we get told, hey, there are no secrets. All you got to do is just work a little harder and talk to more people. And so we go do that. We generate enough activity to close another deal, and it's just like this. It's the drug of the hour. Like we just from high to high to high. But when we go low, we go low. These 8 secrets get you off that freaking roller coaster. Because here's what's going to happen. When you understand over here on the right that there is a skill set percentage that if you were to declare war on your profit, you would force your skill set to take a jump up. And when you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that every time you shake hands with a decision maker, you're going to shake hands 33% of the time. And then every hand you shake, you will get a decision maker scheduled 60% of the time. And every decision maker you schedule and run, you will move it forward to something I trained, Secret 5, Bam Fam, book a meeting from a meeting. You will execute a new secret that most of you don't even know exists, booking a meeting from a meeting, Secret 5, 90% of the time. And then when you get really freaking good at learning how to sell on need and value, not product and price, you will close 1 out of 2 groups. You will close 1 out of 2 Bam Fams with the checkbook from the decision maker, where the decision maker says, John, I see so much value in what you're bringing here. I need to put this in place for me and my employees. I value it. Here is my checkbook. I want to pay for it. Now, that is a very different skill set and a very different value proposition than at no direct cost to you. If only 3 or more of your valued employees are willing to do, will you payroll deduct, and I'll even put in a pre-tax plan, and we're going to save you some FICA dollars and some FUTA dollars, and at no direct cost to you, and I'm going to save you a bunch of tax money. Okay, that's one way to do sales. It's one way to make sure you stay on the hamster wheel and never actually get anything built. Or you learn how to do what I'm talking about on that right-hand side. You declare war on your profit. You go to war with your skill set. You determine that, man, if I'm going to go out there and build a freaking pipeline, I want you to watch this. This is the data that I took directly out of our team in 2024. I looked at we have something that on our team, we call it the war report. Every one of our brokers, every single week, put their data into our war report. And then myself and my other coaches, we coach directly to, in fact, some of you know my head of coaching, Mr. freaking Brian Hanley. And if you know Brian Hanley, you got to give that man a shout out. He is one of a kind. But here's what we do. Like, this is exactly how this works. I preach, I teach, I scream and yell that I want you to learn how to develop a pipeline with 250 leads in it. 250 qualified prospects based on Secret One. I've got a YouTube video out there already for you that teaches you exactly how to generate the lead and how to pre-qualify it with gatekeepers. Get 250 of those things, and here's what will happen. 250 pre-qualified leads will yield 75 handshakes with decision makers. And 75 handshakes with decision makers will yield, you ready for this? Will yield 45 decision maker appointments scheduled. Now, listen to me. Like, when you stop and realize that all you are doing, you have 250 leads that are currently holding you back from the dreams that you've got, from the ability to get off the emotional and financial roller coaster, and for you to build the business that most of us dream of, where we can make a legitimate, fantastic income. 250 leads will yield a 6-figure income. Now, that is assuming you've got the war report skill sets. You got to have these ratio skill sets. And of course, you got to have the right contract. Like, if you're I'll get to that in a minute. This is really important. I hope y'all are paying attention, because this is insane what I'm teaching you right now. 45 decision maker appointments scheduled will yield you 40 BAM FAMs, 40 meetings where, when you run this decision maker meeting using what I teach you in Secret 4, all about decision maker conversations, and you learn how to sell on need and value, not product and price. When you learn how to use that Jack and Jill, oh, look at this. For those of you that I am so excited. We have our first actual real physical product now. I took Jack and Jill, and we spent some time and some money building this thing out. It is so cool. You take Jack and Jill into decision maker conversations, and you go at it with sorry, I was reading John's comment, war report. Yes, sir, man. I freaking love our war report, and our war coaching that we do is just, I mean, it's the best damn thing in the entire industry. But Jack and Jill allows you to take your war report, go out into the field, talk with decision makers, sell on need and value, not product and price, through the simple story of Jack and Jill and some of the other things that we do in here. And what will happen is, out of your 40 BAM, because you run 45 of those meetings, 40 of them are going to say, yes, I want to see how you can do Jill insurance for me. I want to see how it's going to work for my employees. I think we might need to do this. And when they need to do it, versus you talking them into it, versus you buying pizza for everybody in the break room, versus, well, listen, if it ain't going to cost me anything, you can go see the employees on their time. I'm not paying for it, but Here's their phone numbers. Here's their, like, you call them, you sell them. If they want to enroll in it, sure, I'll payroll. Those are please stop opening crappy groups. They don't stay on the books anyway. They don't help you build anything. Go find your avatar, figure out how to serve them at the highest level possible, learn how to sell on need and value, and 40 of the 45 will say, yes, I want to see your next step in your process. And ladies and gentlemen, when you get to move 40 freaking BAM FAMs into your sales cycle, 20 of them will say, I see so much need in what you're doing. I value it. Here's my checkbook. And you're going to do these things that we call a JJDCP, or Jack and Jill defined contribution. And when you get, y'all aren't going to believe this, but that's okay. Like 20 Jack and Jill defined contributions on our team last year. For our team, I can't speak for your team, but for our team, 20 Jack and Jill contributions, our average commission earned was $8,000. Well, Zach, that's got to be some pretty damn big groups. Friend, the only thing standing between you and the life you say you want, you and the pipeline you say you want, you and the checks you want to cash, you and the impact you want to have, is 250 leads. 250 small local businesses that love and care about their employees and want to be able to offer the best thing they can for them for the budget that they have. That's what I do. If you're already a broker, and you're out there helping people with more than just disability and paycheck type stuff and voluntary type products, good for you. Like, that's awesome. But you got to be so clear on who you are and who you serve and the outcome you provide as a broker. How do you attract them in? And then as a broker, you better be doubling, if not tripling, that average commission number, right? But it all boils down. I don't care if you're a voluntary insurance rep selling accident and cancer insurance, or you are a self-funded specialist who does captives and reinsures risk, and you do transparent pass-through PBMs and all the fancy schmancy things you can do to make a huge impact on healthcare to the employer and the employees. It doesn't matter either way. Regardless of how simple or how sophisticated your product is, your outcome is, your pipeline still determines the prospect to profit time and the prospect to profit size. Like, man. But see, here's the problem. Let's be very, very transparent here on what the problem is and why nobody teaches this stuff. Nobody teaches this stuff because it's freaking hard. It is hard to get your army of insurance agents, independent insurance agents, that are paid commission for what they kill and drag home to eat. It is really, really, really hard to develop an entire training curriculum around the skill sets necessary to take 250 and turn it into six figures. It is far easier for the powers that be to simply say, recruit anyone and everyone, so long as they can legally get a license, get them in here, and then make more calls, talk to more people, don't quit. That right there is the ridiculous little merry-go-round that we all got on. And I'm just telling you that if you want a better way to build your business, this was supposed to be a 10-minute masterclass, and I'm probably like 20 in because I get so fired up about this stuff. Because when you understand it, it changes your entire life. When you truly understand it and you implement it, it will change. I don't know how else to say it than it changes your life. The last thing I'll give you is this. The other caveat, the other like really fine print that's not really fine print. I probably need to be very forthright about this. The last, I don't know, legitimately probably 10 years or so, if you were like me and you I grew up in the insurance business in the Aflac world. So when I first started with Aflac way back in 2005, 20 years ago, we were taught, like literally taught, that brokers were bad. You don't need them. Sell around them. They don't understand the value of our products anyway. Like that was sales school 101, really. And they weren't wrong. Like they weren't wrong back then. Fast forward to current day, or well, for the past 10 years, and the narrative has completely changed. The narrative now is you need brokers, you need to partner with brokers. If you want to grow your business and blow this thing up, you better find a broker partner. Broker. Like that's all that's taught in the carrier world now. And to a large degree, they're not wrong. Like, times have changed. Here's the fine print though, folks. Here's the fine print, friend, you need to understand. If most of your pipeline is predicated on coming through or partnering with brokers, unfortunately, many of the biggest single carriers out there do not have true broker commission. They take it from the field. And when they're taking it from the field, that means you're paying for it. So I hope, like the pitch is, don't worry about it. You'll make it up in volume. Sure. Show me where that's working sustainably and scalably. Again, if I'm in an override position, that's a great thing for me to be preaching and teaching, because at the end of the day, like, I get paid. But when you are having to go generate your leads, and you are the one scheduling the appointments, and then you are having to split your money with someone else just because of some initiative, man, I have an ethical problem with that. I have I had it when I was a regional sales coordinator, so nothing has changed. I preached and taught and kicked and screamed this stuff when I was still in RSC as well. You can reach out to any of my veterans, and they're going to tell you I helped them renegotiate their broker splits, put more money in their pocket. All I'm saying is, like, genuinely, I think I need to be clear on this. I'm not saying don't work with brokers, and I'm not saying do work with brokers. What I am saying is be aware of how you're compensated, and you only need 250 good, legitimate, real prospects that you can develop a funnel, a sales process, 8 secret steps with, and you will turn 250 leads into a 6-figure income, so long as you're the one being able to call the shots on these 10 and 15 and 20 man groups. Now, if you got to give 50% of your commission away from your accident cancer insurance to someone else, well, then, I hope they're going to give you 500 cases. Oh, man. So much for my 10-minute masterclass that turned into 22 minutes. Hope this was helpful. Appreciate you guys. I will definitely do a few more of these lives. If y'all are finding value in this stuff, I need you to, John obviously is. He's hanging out with me, and I appreciate that, John. I'm just getting started with Aflac. Good for you, man. Like, crush it. Get in there and watch that content I have for you guys on YouTube. You'll love it, and it'll do you really, really well. And I forgot what I was saying. I was saying, like this content, drop a comment, say hi to me, and I'll continue to go live for the next few days and just push some really good stuff out there, see if we can help you guys out. John, there is no current website to purchase any of this stuff. We are working on something really big and cool behind the scenes. If you want to know what that is, shoot me a DM. Either reach out to me on LinkedIn or reach out to me on Instagram, and we'll make sure, if you're not already on my email list, we'll get you the information that you need. I've got a ton of free training and resources and whatnot to help you guys out. So I would love to put that in your hands and help you out. So with that being said, adios, everybody. I think. How do I stop this? Goodbye.